Well, hello, and welcome back to the aftermatch show. Rangers 5, Hamilton Accies 0. We're joined on the panel here today with our Jimmy and Bridgeman. What do you make of that then, boys?
What a complete performance. First half, we were absolutely magnificent. The second half, we kind of took our foot off the gas, but that's can be helped by the fact is that a team came at home and put 10 behind the ball. But 5-0 is a great result. Really pleased with the all-round performance, George. And I can't be any happier than the 5-0. Boosts our goal average up that bit, but I'd like to have seen more. Can't be anywhere happier than 5, mate. Definitely.
What's your thoughts, Bridge?
I have to agree with Jimmy there. I thought, man for man, the team played very well without being absolute out-and-out stars. I thought they played very well against shall we say, it's as if Hamilton Accies never turned up with a nice new pitch, apparently. It looked a bit better than the last one, but I don't think it was any better than the last one. And I think we saw that with a lot of our players in the second half were jumping away for anything near a tackle. They were jumping away. But I don't think there was any shall we say, commotion to be made about any of the goals. Every one of them, one better than the other. And of course, the one for Arfield was just an absolute screamer. No chance that Hamilton Accies were going to, shall we say, cause a problem or an upset. All we need to do now is just wait, in my opinion, just wait to see what everybody else says, all the other pundits and all the other media stations or whatever, and see what they've got to say. And no doubt, Rangers were lucky. Hamilton Accies should have won 6-0 or something stupid like that when you read the stories. Seriously. And what's sports team going to say about us tonight? What are anybody going to say about us negative? And if they do, they're just liars. Just liars and bigots.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Bridge, it's a 5-0 win, so it doesn't matter what anybody says. Weekend, it's a 5-0 win. It was a 4-0 win in the first half and a 1-0 win in the second half. Ryan Jack, Defoe, Arfield, Tavernier and Lafferty, some cracking goals were scored in beside all them. 2 seconds, I'm enjoying my caller. Enjoying my caller there, hello?
How's it going, guys?
How you doing, alright? What's happening?
It's Braces. How's it going?
Hi, Braces.
Braces.
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, good first off, guys?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, but teams like that, man, we should be taking like 10-0 after them, showing the rest of the league that we don't take any prisoners and put the fear into them.
Can I just say something, George? I'm seeing in the lobby here, Dougie the Bear saying that the fans sung that Stevie Clark song again.
I didn't think
I never heard
the
it.
same song.
It wasn't the same song.
I don't think it was the same words for what I heard.
That's all right, and that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all right, as long as they didn't do. Because I saw the banner and things like that, and I thought that's quite near the bone, near the knuckle, But anyway, sorry to digress, guys. So carry on and do what you got to do.
I think we'll be enjoying another caller. Is that you there, Sean?
Aye, guys. See, the day we just blew Hamilton away, we could have got double figures today. What a performance! Two games in a row. We're blowing teams off the park, man. And a couple of weeks ago, we were getting a bit nervous when there was no Morelos in the team, but now we're starting to blow teams off the park. We took the gap to 5 points. Hopefully, the buggers get beat today, and it's back down to only 6 goals in it. So it's a big performance, and hopefully it keeps going.
Yeah, here.
Thing is, if we keep making performances like this, Jimmy, and keep scoring goals, we're going to give our teams something to think about. We can't think about other teams scoring goals and what they've got to do. If we just keep doing our job and scoring goals and winning games, and the caller's right there, what he's saying, Sean was right, we should be beating this team in 4 and 5 and 6. If they want to put 10 men behind the ball, it's our job to break them down. We broke them down early on. First goal in 16 minutes and then 17 minutes for Defoe. So we set a precedent quite early on, and that's what we need to start doing. We can't be bothered about what other teams are doing. And fair enough, you look at Comat's result yesterday and then you look at that, but that's fair enough, you look at results. But as long as we keep winning games and we doing the right thing on the park, we shouldn't be bothered about anybody else doing anything.
Well, that's what I said last night, George. There's 12 games there's 11 games to go now, right, before the end of the season. Okay, so there's 6 games to the break, so we need to concentrate on what we do. If we can win the next 11 games after a day, of course we know we can. We've got a good enough team. If the puddle drinkers drop points, fair dues for us. The rest don't mean anything, but it's a puddle drinker. So if they drop something, then it's beneficial to us, and we're more than capable of beating them at Pedo Dome and obviously at Bahrain at Ibrox. So we need to be confident in what we're doing. The performance today in the first half, look, they'll no give the credit, George, because it was Hamilton, but it was the puddle drinkers, they're world beaters. So you're right what you say. We've got to be confident in our own ability and never mind what's happening anywhere. But at the same time, we need to just have that wee glance and eye looking to the side and saying, how are the puddle drinkers doing? Let's hope the day they get a draw, and then midweek they get a draw against Hearts, and we can beat Dundee on Wednesday, and then the bottle starts to crash, and let's see how they perform when they're under pressure. We're not going over the top here, George, because we know that in the last few weeks that'll be up and down. The result against Kilmarnock was fantastic. Before that, against St Johnstone was poor, but with a great result today, and we've got to build on that. And that's what we've got to do. Just go to the next game now. The 3 points are in the bag. Win 5-0. Brought down the goal average, and let's move on for that.
Guys waiting on the phone calls. Guys sitting in a queue on phone.
I think Beard Down Under's been joining me. Beard Down Under, are you there?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are we?
How are you doing?
Yeah, good lads. Just left the supporters club after we're going to be happy with that. At the end of the day, it's a 5-0 win. Yeah, you can start picking faults in the second half, but I think we're going to be happy. You know, I like the way that we went for the juggler in the first half when we took the first one, and then we went for the second, third, and fourth. I like that. You know, we've got to look at the factors. That's 2 games now. After that, St Johnstone performance is one of the worst I've seen this year, and we've scored 10 goals and conceded none. So let's hope. You know, I don't want to get too excited. I think this season we've went on small runs, and as a support, we'll get very excited. You know, with a few small results, but let's just see. Man, we can't as a team and a reaction. I don't think we can ask any more for the guys, and you know, a couple of strong performances there, but we just need the guys that played well today be more consistent.
Who would you say was man of the match today, Bear? I kind of gave it to Scott Arfield, but who would you have said was your man of the match?
Oh, geez. I think it's hard to point out man of the match, but I just probably guys that stood out would have been Kent, Candias, Jack. I thought, you know, Candias done a performance today that he does, you know, every couple of games. I think that's, if we can just get that performance for Candias on a regular basis. I've got Tav done his usual, you know, but it's hard to judge in a game today. You know, we were never under pressure, I didn't thought. But in my eyes, what we done to Kilmarnock and what we done to Hamilton, we should be doing that on a regular basis. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to come on here and I don't think we can put a bad word to any Rangers for the day. We got the job done. It was professional. The game was never in doubt. And, you know, I did like, what I would like to say is, I've stressed it about the past 3 or 4 weeks. I want Andy Halliday to go and make that left back position his own, because to me, Borna doesn't do it enough consistently. He's not shown enough to me to say that, you know, that's his own position. And, you know, as a Rangers man and as a Rangers boy, I'd like to see Halliday put his foot forward and say, that's my position, and, you know, take it on for there.
Aye, that would be my point the other day there as well. I mean, Andy Halliday had another great game today as well. And when you're in possession of a shot, you should be in possession of that shot. And even though we've paid £2 million for Barisic, whatever we paid for him, the point of the matter is, we think it's possible a time that if Andy Halliday's playing the way he's playing, he should be in the team next week. We said that the other night as well there, Bridgeman, didn't you, when we were talking about Andy Halliday? He should really be one of the first names on the team sheet most weeks now, because he gives us absolute everything, especially this season.
100%, yeah. I think Andy Halliday is playing well. He's playing really well. what he needs to do is keep playing really well. And you saw him attacking, and he was quite good at it. He scored the other night, and he's putting goals in, putting goals under his belt. He's getting he got a full game today. He needs to be able to hold that now, and he needs to step forward. When he steps forward, we'll see how good he is. I do believe, sincerely, I said it earlier on, that Barisic is a better all-round, a better fullback than Andy Halliday. I think he's a better player, but as a fullback at the moment, Halliday's doing very, very well. Very proud of him. Very proud of him.
Yeah.
I think we've got Paul Ranger on the call as well.
That's right. Sorry.
You there, Paul Ranger?
How you doing, boys? All right?
What do you make of that today then?
Happy. You got to go with that. People are saying, it'll only be Hamilton, it'll only be this. We came out for the word go, and the energy, the possession. We were outstanding for the word go. I don't even think it would have mattered who we were playing today. We had a mentality today. We were going to go out and give somebody a doing today. And I thought they were absolutely outstanding, man for man, outstanding. And this is the only way that we're going to keep shutting people up. That was 5-0 the other night, 5-0 today. This is the way to do it. Let them talk about us, let them talk about the fans, let them talk about whatever they want. See if we keep doing teams. This is the only way that we'll shut them up.
100% agree, and I think we need to do the same to Dundee on Wednesday. Good evening, lads. Good afternoon.
You don't man, you sneaked in the back, did you?
Aye. Got a free pass.
A free pass, buddy. Cheers. I was saying earlier on, I thought that Kamara once again played very well. All the players played very well, to be honest. I was just so pleased for all of them. But in particular, I thought that Stephen Davis, when he came on, after maybe first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I thought he played absolutely superb. Never put a foot wrong. Some lovely passes. In particular, the pass that set up the third goal. I thought he was superb. So I'm happy with him. And that'll show, maybe in another couple of games' time, he'll be ready. He'll be the man we're looking for in the midfield.
See what you're saying there, though, man. There's no reason why we can't go on Wednesday and do the same against Dundee. We've done it to Kilmarnock. We've now done it to Hamilton. There's no reason why we can't go and now do the same against Dundee and start building these goals up and start building these points up and going a wee bit of run. We've not really done that many times this season, but I think our players are starting to realise that we are better than what we're playing against. Daft results against St Johnstone and things like that. Maybe just we are not acceptable anymore. And against Dundee on Wednesday, I think we should go out and do the exact same.
It's gaining confidence, isn't it? And they need to keep on taking that to the next game. And just realise that we're a better team than people. We're a better footballing team. We've got better players, and they just need to be confident in themselves and apply that, even if they're playing against 10 behind the ball. So onwards and upwards. Great game. Halliday, brilliant. Who got the man of the match? I couldn't realise.
Well, Arfield was the man of the match. Me personally, don't man. Like I thought, every time I see this wee guy, and a couple of months ago there, I was saying about Ryan Kent. If we can get him for £2 or £3 million, and I see, being honest with you, I didn't even like saying it out loud, but I don't think we'll get that guy for any less than £6 or £7 million. The guy is a talent. You can see the movement. He's
aye, the rest.
I think somebody said in the chat, it's like watching Bridgeman at the dancing, the way he swings about there. He's absolutely fantastic. He's absolutely brilliant. I think he's got
good.
Yeah, he's watching
moving off the ball. I think Jimmy's brilliant.
And it was like watching Bridgeman at the dancing. And tell my wife these are saying.
George, what do you think? Do you think he's found the midfield now with the balance? Kamara, Arfield, and Jack. You think that's his main three now?
Well, Steve, if that is the main three, and we've got guys like Davis,
McCrory sat on the bench.
McCrory and that sat on the bench. I'd be happy with that midfield.
I think it's outstanding. I mean, you look at the second half. All right, people say it's only Hamilton. You're 4 or 5 nothing up. Blah blah blah. You're bringing 2 substitutes on. Stephen Davis, Kyle Lafferty, 2 international players. For where we've been to where we are now, that's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
We're building a really good squad, guys. A really good squad. And out of that squad, you're going to have a really good team. And all you need is time now. We need time to get it all knitted together and make sure our substitutes are the same level as the guys on the park, and so on and so forth. You watch it every week, you see it, and we see these things. And I think we're doing very, very well. It's a pity that a couple of the results earlier on in the season didn't go the way we wanted. Shot ourselves in the foot, call it what you like. But we're heading forward now. We can build a bit of momentum. I think that's 8 games undefeated. Not bad, Not bad at all. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It was what Jimmy said earlier, Bridgman. You said it earlier, Jimmy, didn't you? About, we spoke about the starting lineup, but you mentioned the bench we had there. Big Katic, Lafferty, Defoe, Cool. We had a good, strong bench there. I think that's the way we need to go forward as well. It's all right having your 11 players apart, but if you've got 3 or 4 guys that can come on and make a difference in the game as well, like Big Lafferty was unlucky with a few shots today. It was good to see him getting his goal. So we've got a good, strong bench as well now, Jimmy.
Aye, I mean that's what I've not had in the past is a good bench that we can supplement, and we've got that. So it's happy to see that. But Big Boswell's standing by to have a wee chat with us, so if you want to bring him in.
I just seen him there. How you doing, Boswell? What do you make of that?
Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. I thought we were irresistible. I thought we were relentless today. First half, what was that? I mean, 25 seconds between kicking off and scoring the second goal. I mean, that's just a knife to the heart, really. Yeah. You'd get arrested in Ipswich for that. I just thought we were fantastic today. Just no letting up. I didn't think we had a failure. And we've got a caller coming that's showing, I think.
Cairo, is it not?
It was, but I've turned it off, sorry.
There we are. I thought Ryan Jack was excellent. I thought Glenn Kamara, excellent again today. McGregor, nothing really to do. And Hamilton with plastic hard men. Want to put it about Halliday again. One of the boys had just said there he would like to see Halliday make that left back position his own. I think the fact that he's back in there and he's playing really well, he's putting himself about, he's making himself available for passes and to help players on. I think Barisic is going to have to do something really special to get that jersey back, in my opinion.
You see what you're saying there, boys. I mean, 5-0, some cracking goals. I thought Defoe's goal was a good one. Ryan Jack, I think they were all good goals. But see, being greedy about it was 4-0 in the first half, 1-0 in the second half. We should have been more.
But at the same time, though, George, is that you can't play that high tempo football for the whole game. You've got to come back, and Hamilton quite clearly had nothing to give. They were finished by the time the second goal had gone in because there's no way they're coming back.
That's right.
And I just thought that, what did I say earlier? Ryan Jack passing the ball into the net. There you are again, pass into the net. Didn't need to blue to it. 30 yards out and a pass.
With a wonder strike, aye. We'll bring Cairo in. What do you make of that today then, Cairo?
Oh, enjoyed that pretty much. I'm not getting carried away though because it was happened in the last times I've seen is in the up and the up and the up and then we get caught down, but that was really good today. That camera looks like a real find. I mean, I never ever rated the guy, to be honest with you. I never seen him sticking out much in games against us because I don't normally watch the other players unless they really are standouts. But I've got to eat my words with that one. He looked absolutely, for me, he looked in control. He was running side to side, running up and down. He was always available, making himself available. Now, whether that's because Jack had a good game as well, I don't know. And the other guy that's turned me around a wee bit, and I've said it on the panel in here, and I've put it in the lobby loads of times, is Ryan Kent. I always thought he was a bit of one trick guy. He was always running into a dead end. He would beat a couple of players, run into two players, lost the ball, run into. I always thought he was doing that. He seems to have opened up a wee bit. He seems to be a lot freer in the way he's playing, and he just looks as though he's coming on to a real good game, and he stepped up that wee bit. So he's making me eat my words as well. I just hope that these players stay at that level and get that level of consistency, because as Bridgman says, it's the couple of games we lost in the past are because we thought we were getting there and we didn't actually get there. But I've got to say today's I don't know Hamilton offered much. I don't think we gave them much of a chance anyway, the way we scored a couple of goals and that. But you've got to go and do it. If you don't go and do it, then we'd be sitting here blighting the players and who never done this and who wasn't playing. So the fact he played so well today, I think we've got to say, yep, that was a good performance. Really good performance by some players. In particular for me, Kamara and Ryan Kent began to show where he was showing me glimpses of stuff before. He's starting to show he can do it regularly and big patches of the game. So absolutely, I'm quite good with that.
The one with Kamara, I think that maybe the positive thing with Kamara is I think he's probably, because he's playing in Scotland, he's hit the ground running. He knows what to expect. He's been up here with the other guys that maybe going for a reserve team in England or whatever it is. I think that's a great advantage. I didn't know nothing about the guy either. Didn't really stick out in any games I'd watched, but I think he's been a real find for 50 grand. I think he's been a great signing.
It might turn out to be, George, it might turn out to be the best signing that we've had. There you go. I think he's just an amazing player. Obviously, you're going to have to wait another maybe 5-6 weeks till you see, after he's got maybe up to 10 games under the belt playing with a jersey on, and how he's handled by the other teams and how he handles himself. I think he looks a really, really good player. I mean, not just because he's playing for us, but he does look a really, really good player. And I think it's brilliant for us. I didn't want to bring him in. I didn't want to bring him in. I didn't want to give him any money. But my goodness, 50 grand, wow.
It's the way he holds it up, Kamara. Opens up the game. He totally opens up the game because he holds it for that extra second that gets guys like Kent opened up, Candace opened up, Jack opened up. It's the way he holds it for that extra second, and we've not had somebody been doing that, which Davis used to be like that, but since coming back, he's not been like that.
Well done, mate. That's what I like about him. He's a heads-up midfielder. Yep. He's a better look about him, and that's the way Stephen Davis plays. I like to see him obviously come back and do that ways as well. But you're right. I mean, like Bridgman, I didn't want to give any money, but thank goodness we did. I said a couple of weeks ago, I thought it was a find, and I was looking for big things for him, and I think we're getting that. We're not going to go over the top. I agree with Boswell and Cairo and that. We're not going to go over the top. And a 5-0 win was a great result today, but a lot of performances today. Kamara's coming on to a game. Jermaine scored today, which will do him a lot of good. So there's a lot of positives to be taken to the game over and above the 5-0. You know, you can only play what's against you guys. We all know that. But really pleased. Kamara's a find for us. And God's sake, let's see what happens the rest of the season. He's a cracking player.
Sevens and eights today, Jimmy. Not anybody below that. Everybody sevens and eights. Yeah,
I was a wee bit mystified about Arfield getting man of the match. For me, it was Kent all day long. But you know something? No, it's because of the goal that Arfield scored, which was storming goal. So I've no complaints over that. But all round great performance for the team.
Boswell, can I ask you a question, pal?
Indeed,
in your estimation, because you're used to seeing the players down south. There's a young lad, Ryan Kent. I think he is a wonderful, wonderful exponent of football. You don't see very many of them at that age doing what he can do, and he's bamboozling the oppositions. How much do you think, based on your knowledge of the market down there, how much do you think he would cost Rangers if they went to buy him?
Right, well, I understand, and I don't know this to be a fact, I understand before he came up to Rangers, he signed a 35 grand a week contract at Liverpool. Wow. Now, that then puts him in a bracket well beyond our wage capabilities, at least twice the rate of what we would normally pay for a player of that age. So I think that the best we can do, so far as Ryan Kent, I think that Liverpool would be looking to shift him for nothing less than 10 to 15 million pounds. And I think that's too rich for our blood and map.
Oh yeah. Understand that fully, you know.
It's only because of what he's got, where he's coming from. But see, if he was coming for somewhere like Leeds United or Bristol City, I'd say, yeah, okay, fair enough. We might be able to get him. But at the same time, there's a young guy down at Birmingham, similar type of skill, but he's been scoring goals in the Championship. 23, can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head. But Premier sides are looking at him, and Birmingham are talking 25 million quid.
I can't see Kent being on 35, to tell you the truth. I cannot see. It might well be. No, I mean, I don't
your
know.
knowledge is quite clearly greater than mine.
No, not at all. My knowledge is nothing. Know what I mean? But I can't see him being on 35, a provincial player. But I'd like to see that. I'd like to keep him No, I mean, on loan again.
Look,
finish
see,
this league.
see the thing about salaries down in England. They leave us standing in the shadows. There's no, I mean, 35 grand a week in England's a normal salary for a kid of that age who's been out on loan. He's just signed a 4-year deal now. He's signed a 4-year deal because Liverpool believe there's either a player in there or there's a player in there that they can make money on. Like, who's the guy? Solanke at £19 million. That's the sort of thing that you're looking at now. Ryan Kent's maybe a bit behind that, but don't forget, Ryan Kent's been at Liverpool since he was, 8 or 9. Solanke was bought from Chelsea, so he already had value. It's the same as things, players like, who's the guy that's playing left back for left back for
Andy
Liverpool?
Robertson.
No.
Andy Robertson.
No, the other guy, the guy that came from Southampton. What's his name? Played for England. Forgotten his name. Anyhow, he was bought. Southampton bought him when he was 16 for £1 million. So that's the sort of money that you're dealing at, even at that age. So when a player gets to Ryan Kent's age, which I think is 21, 22, £35,000 a week is a very low to average salary.
Boswell, can I just come into you there, mate?
Yes, you can.
You're talking about with Ryan Kent, right? I'd like to put this to you regarding his contract, right? Before Ryan Kent came to Ibrox, he had a failed years. Was it 6 months or years at Freiburg in the Bundesliga?
Yes.
He had a failed at Bristol City. Bristol Rovers, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Bristol City.
The boy's career, all right? We were actually looking at it as if we were doing them a favour, all right? As in to say the boy's career was going from bad to worse. Now, we talk about 35 grand a week, right? My sources have actually told me that you could have bought Ryan Kent for £2 million, all right?
Well, why didn't we?
Well, look, because he had two failed loan moves, all right? That was disastrous in terms of, you look at what the fans, it was disastrous. You look at his two failed, right? So we would have still said, why are we spending that money on a boy that's in two failed? What I will agree is, and I'd probably say you'd agree with this, whatever Ryan Kent's value was when he came to Rangers is at least doubled since up to now.
And that's probably why we won't be in a position to buy him.
Exactly.
Ryan Kent signed a contract in 2017 for 3 years.
Right.
So that's when he signed the contract.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I was just reading it. So it's right in the papers.
Let Jimmy have his say. What are you saying there, Jimmy?
I think the gaffers have got a bit of foresight here, and I think that's why he brought Jordan Jones in.
Yeah.
Unless we can get Ryan Kent, let's be honest about this. Unless we can get Ryan Kent in a loan, we will not be able to afford to buy him, guys.
I think that's more possible, Jimmy.
Yeah, I've settled my tail on that. I don't think we can afford to spend £6, £7, £8 million because I would say that's what Ryan Kent is worth.
Plus wages.
Yeah, plus I think the only thing I would disagree.
Sorry.
The only thing I would disagree with you on, guys, is that if you look at Kent's situation, he'd been out in a couple of loans and didn't do too well. That was the same situation as Tavernier and Waghorn and another couple of players that we had, where when we get rid of them, we get virtually nothing for them. Now, the fact that Ken has signed a contract with Liverpool and he's coming on to a game and that, it's a different situation. I appreciate it, but the circumstances around it are pretty much the same. So, if you're talking, Rangers aren't going to buy him at 6, 7 or 8 million, are they? They're not going to buy him at 4 or 5 million. No. If it gets to 3 million, they might have a wee bit kind of a twist about it, but I can't see Rangers going above 2 million for him. And to me, I wouldn't go 2 million for him anyway.
Well,
I wouldn't go above 2 million for him.
That's my point, Cairo. That's my point. My point is I think the gaffer is using his foresight and he's thinking that, look, we've enhanced Kent's
value.
So what else can we do? Look, see if a Leicester City or an Everton or something come in.
We're out of the water, aren't we?
Oh, we're blown out of the water, boys. Well, I've said this before many, many times. So I would take Ryan Kent in a heartbeat if we could get him in a loan for another season, without a doubt.
That's more possible, Jimmy. I think that's the realism. I think that's realism.
That's the total realism, mate. And I'd love to be able to turn and say, there's 5 million and Liverpool will accept it. I just can't see that happen. Does it depend on the player? Yeah, the player has got a say on it, but money talks and BS walks.
Yep. So the thing is, Jimmy, with that, we're going to get the manager's interview in a bit close to the last bit on that. But I think it would be best for Liverpool and for Rangers. So I don't think we're going to be able to buy him for that kind of money now. It's going up and up. His price is going up and up every time you hear it.
Every time he plays, George, he gets better.
Every time he plays. And then new Liverpool.
Like Morelos.
He's a £7 million, he's an £8 million player. At the end of the season, he might be a £10 million player. If he can get the Rangers, hit the Rangers for another 6 months to next Christmas and get a run in Europe of some sort again next year, and they might go up to the 13, 14. So it's working out better for Liverpool, and probably we're shooting ourselves in the foot. But if we can get the laddie for another 6 months, it'd be ideal. I think we're going to get the manager's interview.
Let's get a gaffer on.
The gaffer's interview on, aye. Everybody goes on mute.
Overall performance, yeah, I thought we were excellent. I think we've turned up here today hungry and with a purpose to come and make the game comfortable as quick as we can, and we come out the blocks really quick and showed really good quality in the final third. And every time we went forward, we looked as if we were going to put a cross in or slide someone in or get a shot off a goal, which was very pleasing. So yeah, definitely a good performance.
We actually moved the ball and the speed in which he did everything as well. Is that exactly what you want to see from your Rangers side?
Yeah, well, we knew we were going to dominate the ball here, and they were going to try and get men behind the ball, but it's you make it a lot easier for yourself if you play 1-2 touch and you pass forward, and when you do get down the sides of these teams and you have a little combination play, it's very difficult for them to stay with us, and I just thought we looked a level above today.
Ryan Jack now on to 3 for the season, and great to see him starting to add goals to his game.
Yeah, not just Jacko, we've asked for more shots from the edge of the box. Up until a few weeks ago, we probably hadn't scored enough from the edge of the box. So it's great to see the likes of Jacko and Scotty stepping up and really fancying the chances. They can both strike the ball really well, and if you get within range, let it go. And you can certainly add numbers to your game. But again, Jacko was consistent. His level of performance is there, and I've said it before, he's one that I trust. You can put him into any game, doesn't matter where it is, home or away, and he gives you the same level of performance.
On to 5 assists for Daniel Kindace in 2 games, and both him and Ryan Kent today caused Hamilton all sorts of problems.
Yeah, well, there's been a few questions asked of us, when Alfredo's not available, are we too reliant on him? And we've asked players to step up in his absence and provide numbers, whether that be creating goals or scoring goals, and Daniel's certainly done that. If we can do that consistently for us, it'll be a big help. Kentsy's the same, and the quality from Tav again, the cross is top draw. Good finish by Jermaine. So quality all round. Again, another clean sheet. It was difficult at half time to, it was a difficult team talk to give because you're so comfortable in the game. You're 4-0 up, so you always know it's going to be a little bit flatter in the second half. But I was pleased with the subs coming on and Carl getting his goal as well. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, the players did keep going in that second half, and Kyle did get his rewards, and great to see him on the score sheet.
Yeah, he's been waiting a little while. He's been unlucky at times. I look at certain games and he could have got himself on the score sheet. But today was about him coming on and helping us win that second half, and he gets the goal, and he deserved it because he was unlucky with a header just before it as well. So as long as he keeps getting in the right places, I'm sure the numbers will come for him.
Pushing on to Dundee on Wednesday night, you'll have Alfredo back for that, but he's going to have to work for his place back after I get that game today.
Yeah, but he scored 4 in the game before, so look, we know what Alfredo can do. Thankfully we've come through and got a win today, and he's available, and it'll be good to have him back available, and he'll be hungry and fresh and ready to go for Dundee. But it's important that we try and build on the last 2 performances and goals, and Dundee have hit a little bit of form at times. So yeah, we need to start the game well with the same hunger, same intent, and go and try and do it again.
Another good interview for the manager again. Seems really happy with what he's heard today, but when you hear him talking there, it sounds to me like Alfredo's just going to go straight back in the team no matter what. I think it's after scoring 4 goals, that's the way I look at it. I know there's a few guys in the column. I'll try and bring Dominic in that because I've not really had a lot to say. You still there, Dominic? What do you make?
Aye, still here, aye.
What do you make of the manager's interview there?
Aye, brand new. I'm just looking at stats. 65-35, 22 shots on target for us, and 22 shots, 9 on target, 8 corners. So aye, we were they were a level above them, weren't they? Without a shadow of a doubt.
By a long way.
And we've been all shouting for consistency, so into the next game, and they don't need to raise their game, no matter who we're playing. They can't come in with an attitude that it's only Hamilton, or it's only Dundee, or it's only St Mirren. They need to raise it, regardless if it's Celtic, Aberdeen. That's what is playing for us. Because every team raises their game against us. It's their cup final, and the players need to understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I just say congratulations to Cairo for showing us his ceiling? He really needs to get it painted properly before he puts it on the TV.
Richard, a terribly facetious man.
Thankfully, these clothes on.
Was it Mike in his pyjamas before, wasn't it?
Cairo will be raging, by the way.
But
the death squads will be visiting you, Bridge.
It just goes to show you, Jimmy, what you're saying there. I mean, we're talking about our subs, and we're thinking Alfredo wasn't even on the bench today. He was suspended, so he's still to come back in as well. And we keep on saying this, and we'll keep on saying it. These teams shouldn't have been the same park as Rangers. We should be hammering these teams off the park all the time. And with Alfredo coming back in on Wednesday, obviously, I'd imagine Defoe will drop back out. Strong midfield, strong strike force again, and the boys at the back doing all right. So we're going in the right direction, Jimmy, aren't we?
Of course, we were always saying that at the start before the game, George. You know, I've been saying that for the last few games. No, the fact of the matter is that we've got a good squad of players now, and that should enhance what we're going forward. I mean, what's going to happen on Wednesday? We're going to have one change on Wednesday, and that will be Defoe will probably drop out, and Fred will come in. So Jermaine Defoe's got to wait his turn. He's in there as second striker, Alfredo, and obviously Big Laughs third. But we've got a cracking pool of players. So for me, the team should be the same as it was the day, and then with Fred up front. Cracking pool of players. Some good players still to come back in. If Graham Dorrans makes it, fine. We don't know. And we'll get Jamie Murphy waiting in the wings as well. So onwards and upwards. Can't complain. Great pool of players we've got. And we weren't saying this at the start of the season. We were struggling. Some of the guys we had on the bench were like, what's happening? But we've got a good squad of players now, guys.
I think his subs were spot on today as well. I still argue that Lafferty should have started, but I think his team selection, and we all know it was a 4-3-3, but I think his subs were at the right time as well, especially with that park.
On the Lafferty one there, I heard it. I remember you saying it before the show, and I heard it during the game there. They said that he scored 1 goal in 20 games. Is that right? Is that he's only scored against Cowdenbeath in the last 20 games?
That's poor, if that's right.
I'm sure I heard him saying that during the game, and I thought to myself, obviously he's not been in the team an awful lot, but he has had a few chances off the bench and things like that. But I think if they say the only game he scored in against is Cowdenbeath in 20 games, that's a lot of games. Obviously, he's had the European games and that as well. I think they scored against Villarreal and scored a couple of goals.
But it's the winter, George.
That's what I'm saying.
Spring's no here yet.
Exactly.
As soon as the daffodils come out, the big man will be on the hang. I didn't realise that was as bad as that. 20 games, that's a long way to go. And we're talking about Jermaine Defoe scoring a lot of goals in the last couple of games and taking chances and that. That tells me he should be in the team before Big Lafferty, if that's the case, boys.
You can see that when you give Jermaine Defoe service, he'll score goals. I mean, that was a smashing ball right into him. Yeah. And he's got people all round about him, but still he's got that desire and he knows where the goals are. I know that's an old hackneyed expression, but he does genuinely know, because that's how he's survived. That's meat and drink to Jermaine Defoe. A ball in like that, and he's got people round about him. Two things happen. Either the ball ends up in the net or there's a penalty, because he's been prevented from getting to the ball that's coming into the box right to him. But no, I said it earlier, is that if you give a player like Jermaine Defoe service, he'll survive and he'll score goals, especially up here against Hamilton, because they were just so far off the pace. But, people were saying, well, it's only Hamilton. Look, you can only beat what's in front of you, and it's not our fault that they are the way they are. But we wouldn't earlier in the season take advantage of a team who aren't all that dissimilar to Hamilton and Dundee or Livingston, play the same type of football, try and be physical. We need to match that, so we need to win the battle of physicality first before we can go on and play our football. You need to fight for the right to play your football, and particularly in Scotland when the game is a very, very physical game. But I think that earlier in the season, when we had gone up to Dundee and we'd got a 0-0, a 1-1 draw, and we weren't particularly good, that's teething troubles. That's going to happen. You know, Stevie G's trying to find the right thing that works. And I think that now he can see a clear path in front of him, and it only gets better from here, because he's brought Glenn Kamara, and that boy looks as if he's always played in our midfield.
Maybe somebody's going to have to fight to get in there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Well, you saw what happened, Bridge, today. Glenn Kamara comes off, Koulibaly comes on. So it's like for like.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, this is twice I've disagreed with you today. I've been saying you've been under enthusiastic. I've got to say, there were some of the games we've played where we've lost games, and we've been poor. I mean, I don't care who we are. You can't blame the manager for it. We have been absolutely rank, and that's no just teething problems as far as I'm concerned. That was the players just not getting up for it for whatever reason. I don't know.
I don't disagree with that at all.
But, and as I said about false dawns before, about the, I'm not getting myself too G'd up. A couple of months ago, I was saying to myself, Christ, we beat Celtic here, we're up and then we're away. I was saying to myself, what a springboard that would be. Imagine you were playing for Rangers, the motivation that would give you. The couple of times we've been there and we've went out and we've had a display that you'd have thought it was you were playing against we're playing against the pool waiters and fucking dinner guys for a Spanish hotel, like the way we were playing. It just didn't seem to be at the game at all. I don't get it. But
the thing that he was saying was that it's against Kilmarnock. We had no shots. People didn't want to take the responsibility. Today, there's your responsibility. 2 goals from outside the box, absolute crashing into the net. That's the responsibility. Players need to say, well, if you're going to be in front of me, I'm going to have a shot. But don't be afraid. Accept this. You're at Rangers. This is about responsibility. This is not about shirking responsibility.
Absolutely. And that's the only sort of thing about what you were saying about, the teething problems earlier on. And I think with some dire displays, for whatever reason, notwithstanding that, I think you do. Notwithstanding that, I think what we've seen, if it's 8 games that we've went without defeat kind of thing, I think the last couple of games we have shown that we've got a wee bit more taste and a wee bit, we could potentially keep this level of play. Now, that's a big statement to make considering what's happened to us in the past, but I've got to keep believing, because if I don't keep believing, I'll go off my nut.
Rangers, we're Rangers, Cairo. We're Rangers.
Let me tell you something that I was impressed with today as well. I was actually impressed with the substitutions that were coming on in terms of Lafferty, Davis and Koulibaly. They're guys that were coming on to try and impress, to try and stake a claim in that team. I thought that, that sometimes this season we're just putting guys on to make up numbers and what have you. I thought they 3 substitutions are guys that are in and try to stake their claim. The game was won, let's be honest. But, Lafferty, Davis and Koulibaly, they need game time. But, they're on the fringes of the first team, and they're guys that really need to come on and impress. So, I was expecting, another couple of goals. We were 4-0 up. We got the extra goal, but I was expecting another couple of goals because of these guys want to come in and they want to cement their if they're professionals and they want to be able to have a career with Rangers, they've got to come on in the roles they've got and impress. That's what I thought was good with the bench today. The guys that came on were guys that really need to be in that starting 11.
I thought Big Lafferty done well when he came on today. A few chances. The one with the header that was bounced off the boy's back, and I thought he had a few good chances. I thought he actually really done quite well today. But again, Steve Davis, you can tell he is off the pace. But if we're winning 4 and 5s against teams, and Davis is coming off the bench, and he's getting his 30 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is, 25 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is, to get a wee run out and maybe get up to closer to match fitness. Well, here, a decent a decent bench and a decent player, because there's no point to try to keep putting him in for the starting lineup, because there's no going to work out like that. That's what you were saying the other night there, Bridgeman, about Davis coming into the team. He's probably 2 or 3 games away. If we can
absolutely.
And he comes off the bench, it's got to be better for us, Bridge.
Yeah, he gets. Yourself when you're playing football, there are times when you can, and you might only be a 10-minute spell during a 90-minute period that you're actually going to shine. And you saw that today with Stephen Davis. I thought when he came on, he made some absolutely fantastic passes, ran well, picked the ball up, did everything right. But the first 5 minutes he was on, it took him another 5 minutes just to get into the pace of the game. And then he had his wee 10-minute spell, and then it just lapsed off again. So I think he'll need, in all probability, another 3 or 4 games, and you'll start to see him being at his game and starting to see what's happening. I think he had a really good performance this afternoon for the short space of time he was on, and I think it was brilliant. I really do. For that wee 10-minute spell, he needs to obviously make that 20 minutes and then half an hour and so on and so forth.
George, would you say that Stephen Davis hadn't played football until he's come to us? This is his first football he's had solid football he's had for maybe the last 7 or 8 months. So it's hardly surprising that he's not match fit.
That's right, boys. But the thing I think it was Oxley was saying for saying it when he was coming in. We kind of let guys
just walk into the team.
I agree. It doesn't work out, boys. Now that's no offence to
Stephen Davis.
A lot of guys had that wee bit of passion about him wanting them getting in the first team, but I want Steve Davis in the first team as well. But see if we've got, for example, there's the 3, Jack Arfield and Kamara. In the midfield today. See if Davis is struggling in that team. That's good for Rangers. That's the most important thing, boys. You know what I mean? So if he's sitting there and he's getting 20 minutes and half an hour every couple of games, and he's getting himself far, it's got to be better for him and better for us, because like you say, he's never played much football. So this is really as close to a pre-season that he's got to have as had in a wee while.
And as you can see, Kamara had been playing regular first team football. He's up to it. You can see that he's, you see the difference. Sorry, Jimmy, on you go.
So, but going forward, guys, right? Going forward, we all agreed today that at this moment in time, that Jack Arfield and Kamara are the strongest midfield. Where does that leave Stephen Davis? No, do we keep Stephen Davis? Does Stephen Davis want to stay with us? Because he'll not want to be a bit part player. He was a bit part player at Southampton, and he'll not want
even that, Jimmy. Not even that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, we all spoke at the pre-show, and it was George that said at the very start, this realistically is probably the best midfield we've got at this moment in time. So where does Stephen Davis fit in? Who are that 3 would you drop out? Just to accommodate Stephen Davis. And I mean, I'm like Bridgeman. I'm a big fan, and I know a lot of you guys are as well as Stephen Davis and that, but you've got to play your best players, and I thought Stephen Davis had a reasonable part to play today, but he's still 2 or 3, maybe 4 games short of being Stephen Davis that we know he is.
Yeah, I think you need to wait that time, Jimmy. I think we're going to have to bring him in for the last half an hour or so of a number of games, and the manager will see that. He'll see it, and it's a big leap. Once you reach your top, your optimum, with your game management and all the rest of it, eye-ball coordination, you can see it's missing a wee bit on his game. Yeah. As soon as he drops off, you can see it's a wee bit off. Once that comes back on, he'll start to shine at training. The manager will not be half an hour, he might bring him, start him, and then take him off at half time or just after it until such times he gets the legs right up there for speed. And we might never see the real best of Stephen Davis this season. We might see the real best of Stephen Davis at the end of at the start of the next season, providing the signs.
Wouldn't it be fair to say, Bridge, that when Stephen Davis came into our side in 1997, he was a slow burn?
Yes.
He didn't burst. He didn't burst onto the scene. It was slow, easy. Exactly. He didn't come in and say, "Look at me, I'm a." It was just easy, and he almost kind of inveigled his way into that team just by being a great footballer and a great ambassador for the club. He's not a superstar, Stephen Davis, and he'd be the first one to tell you that. He's a steady professional that does his job very well.
On that one there, I mean, that's maybe a point that is kind of maybe for a full show when you think about it. We're talking about like that Ryan Kent being on a crazy amount of money and things like that down there. Can we afford, let's say, if, for example, at the end of the season, Stephen Davis isn't in loan anymore, he's got to either have to sign or leave at the end of the day, because that's his contract with Southampton up at the end of the season. So can we afford, for example, I don't know, but let's say he's on £25,000 a week, for example. I'm just putting a price.
George,
there.
I think what was said was that he was coming to Rangers on a sixth of his salary at Southampton per week.
So whatever that works out.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Can we afford to have a guy as a bit part player, boys, taking that kind of wage and saying, well, he might get fit, he might not get fit? Can we afford to actually do that, or should we actually say, well, let's just put that wee bit extra in and get somebody else? I mean, I'm just asking the question: can we afford to do that? Is Steve Davis got to be that player? Now, didn't get me wrong, Steve Davis was fantastic when he was at Rangers in 2008. He was absolutely brilliant. I loved him to bits. But he's not Steve Davis who's doing it.
I see. There's the real crux of the matter, is that the Steve Davis that we have in our team now is not the same Steve Davis that left, or even less than that, the Steve Davis that came to us. So it's understanding that there's a significant difference between the three entities, if I can use that word again. But
can I come in on that a wee minute? I think you'll find that Stephen Davis will take a massive salary cut to come to Rangers, because there's nobody else will take him down in England.
I disagree with that.
So, nobody else will take him at the salary he's on and the fitness level he's at. That's all I mean. So you might find that he wants to come back here. If he enjoys the rest of his stay, he might basically subsidise his own wages to a certain extent. It might happen. I don't know if it will or not.
See, I can cover that. With Fox is saying, sorry to jump in there, mate. I concur with it, but Bridges saying, I think that his heart lies at Ibrox now. You know, it was sad to leave. He didn't want to leave.
Not the circumstances that he did, yeah.
The circumstances he did, and he made sure there was a fee for him. And I think he will remain with us. The only reason he signed on for the initial 6 months, because he's owed money by Southampton. So I think once that's all done and dusted, come December, come August, then I think we'll have him. And I mean, if Stephen Davis is going to be a backup for Rangers in midfield, I'll take him in a heartbeat. And I know Bridge will agree with that. Now, I think he's got a lot to offer us. He's only 34, and I think he's got 2 good 3 maybe seasons in him playing in that position.
What do you think, Boswell? What do you think of that?
Well, who's there's another chap trying to come in there.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's Willie. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no, I think Davis will take a cheaper contract, like's been said. But you got to remember, next season's a whole different animal again, right? It's a whole new, preseason, everything. I mean, we go on about our midfield anew. These guys might not be showing up next year again. That's what happens with teams. Davis might be the guy that shows up, so. You never know. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about next season. You know, you never know.
I think we've been joined with somebody else on the call there. Is that you, Blue Boy?
Blue Bear, yeah. Blue Bear's coming in.
Hi, guys. It's Blue Star.
Oh, Blue Star.
Blue Star. How you doing, pal?
All right, Jimmy. You were talking about Davis. I think a lot of it is going to depend on what he does fade out at the end of the season. If he doesn't show up a lot more, and I realise, we all know he was a great player for us, but it's going to depend on how he shows up between now and the end of the season, I would say, especially when we are talking about money, because let's be honest, he'll not be on any less than, say, 10, 12 grand anyway. Could you get a better player for that? By what he's shown just now, of course you could. But granted, if he gets up to speed and he starts producing the way we know he can, then that's a different ballgame altogether.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of this opinion. I don't mean to be facetious here. I'm not a Steve Davis fan. I'm a Rangers fan, and so I want what's best for Rangers. And I'm no different from anybody else on this call or on this platform. We all want what's best for Rangers. And see, if it turns out that Stephen Davis leaving us is best for Rangers, that will suit me fine. I'll be a bit disappointed, but that's what it is, because there's people at Ibrox that know far more about football than I'll ever know, and they know exactly what the situation is on the ground. So I'm a Rangers supporter, the same as everybody else, and I'll go with what is going on at the club because they know more than me.
I have to concur with you.
That was my point there. I mean, I think if we can get a Steve Davis in the first team and we're willing to pay him 15 grand a week or whatever it is, that's fair enough. But I don't think, everybody's got this wee fantasy about Stephen Davis when we see the last name. Of course we have. But the thing is, if Stephen Davis is wanting 15 grand a week, and for example, Kamara and Ryan Jack, who are probably on 10 grand or 8 grand a week, are keeping him out of the team, I don't see that benefiting Rangers in any way at all. And like Blue's saying there, if we can get there and get a guy for to do the same job off the bench as Steve Davis on 6 or 7 grand a week, I mean, that makes sense for Rangers. I ken what we're saying, we can't think about Stephen Davis, we've got to think about Rangers at the end of the day.
That's what I was trying to say. He's got, every week he's there, the manager has to see him getting better. So when he gets over this wee issue he's got with the match fitness thing, that's when the manager will be able to say it at training and on the pitch, you're going to start, you're going to get so much, if you can't make it, you'll be off. And if it proves good by the end of the end of the season, then it's up to the manager to make the discussion, have a discussion with him, and hopefully, and I'm saying because I'm a fan, I hope that he decides he wants to stay with Rangers and that Rangers would like him there, but I don't want to be paying an absolute arm and a leg for him. I think he wants to do a decent deal with Rangers. It may not happen, but it might.
Now, Bridge, there may have been a pre-contract already done for all we know.
Pal, indeed, yeah, of course. Oh, the thing was, it was offered. It was wanted an 18. We wanted him an 18-month loan.
Yeah,
but his contract was up with Southampton this year. Yeah, this summer. So indeed, I don't think 18-month loan would have worked. However, we'll see what happens. He's getting better. He's a different player now than he was 6 weeks ago. He could hardly kick his own bum and see the ball at all. So now he's starting to show.
I'm in the same position, Bridge. I can't.
I'm the same. Absolutely. I'm not the right person to be criticising people too much, particularly people that are intelligent, you know.
Just a wee quick one before we go. It's just about time anyway. But see, I mean, realistically, Steve Davis, we're saying he's maybe on 10, 12, 15 grand a week. Kamara, I think Kamara was probably on maybe £1,500 a week.
He's on 5 grand a week.
Is he? What now?
He's on 5 grand a week now. I can tell you that right now. He's on 5 grand a week.
Who's that, Jimmy?
Kamara.
Right, so there you go. I was out
That's a bargain.
He was on £1,500 a week roughly at Dundee. He's probably trebled. So let's say he's on 5 grand a week at Rangers, and he's keeping a guy, Steve Davis, out the team now. Now this is all right. We're saying that now. It's he's been playing. Steve Davis hasn't been playing. But see, come next season again, it's just not going to sit well with Rangers fans if there's a guy on 15 grand a week and there's a guy Kamara we've got with Dundee. Keeping him out the team on treble his wages. I mean, it just doesn't work out right. It just doesn't. I
know we're nearly ready to finish, but that's what I was saying. Can we afford that luxury? You know, we know the type of player. I mean, I totally understand what Boswell's saying. I mean, he's saying he's not a Stephen Davis fan. He is, but he's a Rangers fan first and foremost. I'm a Stephen Davis fan, and I just think that it might be a luxury to his guys, you know.
Jimmy, my view is the same, and it's the same view with Kent. I'm hoping that if Kent goes, their backroom team have done what they've done with Kamara, and they've done with that Jordan Jones.
That's what I was thinking.
Somebody lined up that's there that can step in, so we'll have good players coming into the team that can give that extra man, so we'll get competition in all the areas.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, I'm quite chuffed with what we've got so far for that backroom staff. So if they do that, and if Davis have got a contingency for Davis, that says, well, he's too expensive, but we've got so and so lined up, and they get so and so in at a reasonable price, then I'd be quite happy with that. If that guy there is going to contribute and make an improvement to Rangers.
We've got to
see at the moment, guys. You must be honest. If Jimmy's right and it's roughly the same, it was on 5-6 grand for Kamara. He's been an absolute revelation. He really has. Considering I don't think any of us really knew much about him, but the guy's producing on the park, no doubt about it.
Just in a finishing note, we can't let sentiment take us over here. As much as a lot of us love Stephen Davis, but if he's going to cost 15 grand a week, I'll tell you right now, I'd rather have Kamara than Steve Davis.
As you say in the Dragons, Dave, if it costs us that money, I'm out.
That's my point. There's a guy who if he's on £5,000 a week, it could be Barry Ferguson, it could be absolutely anybody coming back to Rangers for me. It's all about Rangers for me, and that day, like we're saying, it's all about these guys coming in and things like that. But if he costs £15,000 a week and he does the work of £15,000 a week, that's fair enough. But if he's doing the work of a guy who's only on £5,000 a week, it doesn't make sense for us, Jimmy. Anyway, boys, that's us up for the day, and it'll be thanks to everybody for making it easier for me doing this today. So, how do you, Bridgeman? Cheers a lot.
Oh, can I just say, what a marvellous day for us. I really do. I really did enjoy it, and well done to listen to all you guys. Absolutely superb. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us now, happy, happy, happy. Keep it going for the Rangers. Just keep it going.
Come on now.
My heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wild. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. You're simply